Welcome to another edition of the REPMO Recap Show, presented by Absolute Roofing. A lot of highlights this week, so let's jump right into it, starting with football. Tigers won a thriller at home against Webb City, 15-13 on Friday night, and it was the second straight win by the Tigers against Webb City. Matthew Pelfrey got things started with a 9-yard touchdown run in the first quarter, and the Tiger offense was moving the ball pretty much all night, but just could not get the ball in the end zone. There was a pass completion to C.J. Ewell. Defense was flying around all over the place. Cam Allen with a tackle for loss there. And Preston McCracken had more than 100 yards rushing before leaving the game with injury. There he scores the second touchdown of the night for the Tigers. That put the Tigers on top briefly. Webb City came back to take the lead. And Republic needed a final score early in the fourth quarter. They got it. Trenton Coleman set it up as he came in at quarterback and had this long run down inside the 10-yard line. That's set up at the start of the fourth quarter. This field goal by Elijah Peary. Peary knocks it through. That made the score 15-13. And a defensive stop on the final play of the game by the Tigers sealed the deal. The Tigers win it 15-13.
Defense played really well. Outside of about, 2 or 3 big plays there right out of the half. And obviously they had good adjustments. They found some things and were able to do it after half. But man, hats off to our defense. So from an offensive standpoint, it was an ugly win, but we're excited anytime we get a win. But from a defensive standpoint, that was a great showing.
The tennis team wrapped its regular season with the COC West Division tournament on Tuesday, finishing second to Willard. They lost the championship match 5-4. 2 Republic players, Ella Lashley and Maddie Carpenter, earned all conference honors.
Me and Maddie, we were the only returning varsity players really from last year. So there wasn't really a crazy expectation for how good we'd be, and we came back and we got second in conference. I knew we were going to be a good team, but a lot of people have really stepped up and become varsity when there wasn't an expectation of them being this year. So.
I think it's gone pretty good, especially since we lost all of our varsity for the most part last year, and everyone's stepping up and ending up getting second at COC. I think we did very good.
Republic Cross Country hit the ground running at its home meet last week with solid performances across the board. On the boys' side, Will Payne led the pack for Republic. Freshman Lucas Reif finished second. Dalton Glendenning, Caleb Brest, and Alex DeHaan rounded out 5 of the top 6 for Republic, respectively. In the girls' race, Republic freshman Briley Harris was the top finisher. She took 5th, and Gracie Trester raced her first race of the season as she works her way back from injury.
Well, I haven't PR'd yet, but I had a really rough summer for training-wise. And so I'm hoping that right now I'm in the peak of the season where I'm starting to level off in my skill. So I'm hoping this weekend will be when I start PRing and I start beating my own record.
Payne did not PR at Camdenton, but he did set a season best on Saturday. The Lady Tigers softball team got a big win at Carthage on Tuesday. They scored 2 runs. Carthage came back, tied it up, and then it was late in the game when this pop-up into shallow center field was dropped. It let 2 runs score, and from there, Karagoki and the defense took over. Goki was excellent all night, and the Lady Tigers pulled out the victory behind some great defense, including this play by Ashlyn Shaman, going up the middle, backhanding the ball, throwing out the base runner. Shaman retired all 3 batters, or had a part in retiring all 3 batters in the 6th inning, and Karagoki in the 7th came in and got the final out on this little blooper to shortstop. Addison Walker makes the play. The Lady Tigers celebrate. They have 19 wins this season. An offensive slump for the Tiger soccer team continued on the road Tuesday at Webb City. Webb City, a team they had beaten earlier in the season in the first tournament of the season. But under relentless attack, the defense held up throughout regulation. Cole Williams was solid in goal, as was the back line. Tigers nearly stole the win on that shot that deflected up off the crossbar by Will Pinnell in the final moments. But the game went into overtime, and then this game winner snuck into the left side of the goal, and Webb City gets the victory 1-0 in overtime. The Lady Tigers golf team left its mark at the COC West Division tournament in Carthage on Monday. The team finished 3rd, but 3 players brought home individual honors. Jenna Smith led Republic, placing 3rd for first team all-conference. Izzy Benson, the senior, was also first team all-conference. She finished 4th. Stephanie David rounded out Republic's medalists. She was 12th, earning second team all-conference honors. The volleyball team picked up a pair of conference wins last week. They swept Neosho on the road Tuesday, then dispatched Joplin in straight sets at home on Thursday. Reese Finley led Republic with 17 kills against Neosho and 15 against Joplin. Reese Fry had 44 and 43 assists in those matches, respectively. Last night, Republic battled Kickapoo to 5 sets before falling short at home. Lady Tigers won the first sets, but couldn't hold off a late Chiefs rally. Finley had 25 kills in that one, and Fry had 53 assists. We already checked in on the golf team and their success. Now we talk with Izzy Benson, the lone senior on that team. She's the subject of this week's Tiger Triple Take, presented by State Farm agent Sarah Rader.
Your pregame playlist.
My pregame playlist, it's kind of a variety, and so I have 9 songs, and it starts with Swimming Pools by Kendrick Lamar, and it ends with Pocket Full of Sunshine. So it kind of bounces back and forth, but it gets me ready for a tournament.
Any superstitions?
I have a lot of superstitions, but one I have is I collect a ball marker at every course I go to, and so I have a little bag that I put in my golf bag, and it just has all of them in it, and whenever I switch my bag over, that bag comes with it. It never leaves, it stays there, but I only play with one ball marker. So I have the bag of ball markers, but I only play with one.
If you could have any superpower to use in golf, what would it be?
I would be able to take all the trees away, be a lumberjack and just take them all away. Usually trees are not my friend. Sometimes they are, most of the times they're not, and so I take all of the trees away.
And that's going to do it for another week of Tiger Highlights on the REPMO Recap Show. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back next week with more highlights.